The king tongue served as a means of power transfer, wisdom transfer, and total protection from untimely death. For no mortal can kill the king. Once upon a time, in the heart of the Nigerian Yoruba kingdom, nestled within the dense forest, lay the throne of the ancient king. Upon his death, the realm was thrust into uncertainty, as two princes, born of different mothers, yet sharing the same birthday, emerged as contenders for the throne. According to tradition, only one could ascend to the prestigious position of the king. The first prince, named Adeboye, adorned with the kindness of his mother's spirit, embodied compassion and wisdom. His counterpart, Prince Akinsola, however, was shrouded in the dark of his diabolic mother's influence, wielding power through deceit and manipulation. As the kingdom mourned the passing of their beloved ruler and king, tension soared between the two heirs. The malevolent prince, Akinsola, fueled by ambition and guided by his mother's sinister counsel, plotted numerous schemes to eliminate his virtuous brother. Yet, fate intervened, thwarting every treacherous attempt. 7 days after the king's dismiss, it was time for another reign of a new king. Tradition decreed that the two princes must embark on a perilous journey into the enchanted forest to retrieve the king's tongue, a symbolic token of power transfer. The chosen heir would consume the tongue, for that is the only means of power transfer, marking the culmination of their ascent to the throne. The king's tongue served as a means of power transfer, wisdom transfer, and total protection from untimely death, for no mortal can kill the king. And this king tongue can only be gotten in the ancestral forest of Ogun. The forest was a no mortal zone, for it was filled with the spirits of the dead and ruled by immortals. For any mortal who dare to, or as much as mistakenly, steps a toe on the forest grass dies immediately. And only during the time of a new era that the royal male blood are fortified to go into the forest in search of the king's tongue. The process is carried out using the drum of Ogun, for only the sound can appease the spirits to spare the mortals. This drum was played by the oldest virgin man for 2 days, and the ultimate rule of the search for the king's tongue is that from the time when the drum starts beating, the prince's first foot must be on the forest of Ogun, and at when the drum stops, the prince's last foot must be in the land of the mortal. The journey was just for 2 days, and a day in the land of the mortals was said to be 1 hour in the land of the spirits. With the beat of the sacred drum echoing through the kingdom, both princes set forth on their quest, chanting ancient incantation They tied palm fruit leaves on their necks, a solemn vow never to let them touch the ground, an oath of determination and resilience. As they ventured deeper into the mystical woods, they encountered malevolent spirits and demonic entities, each test designed to challenge their resolve. Prince Adeboye faced a barrage of trial, his path fraught with perilous obstacles, yet he pressed on, his spirit unwavering in the face of adversity. While the malevolent Prince Akinsola, armed with a charm bestowed by his wicked mother, sought to ensnare his brother, Prince Adeboye. The charm was meant to put him in a deep sleep in the forest, so he will sleep in the forest and eventually die when the drum sound stops. He was instructed by his wicked mother to touch his brother's head 3 times and do some incantation. As they journeyed while the drum was still beating, he purposely hit his brother's head as if he was killing a fly. Prince Adeboye, being a peaceful, loving brother, ignored him. After a while, he did it again. Then Prince Adeboye then asked him, "Akin, why are you hitting my head like that?" Furious, Akinsola replied, "Oh, I've done something bad because I'm helping you kill flies on your dirty head." Feeling remorseful, Ade replied, "I'm sorry if I sounded harsh. Thank you, but please, brother, let's concentrate on our journey." Akinsola then said angrily, "I know you are very desperate to be the king. It's obviously written over you. But please, don't harm me out of desperation. I only wanted to kill flies on my brother's head. I don't know why I'm making a mountain out of nothing." Adeboye then said, "King, you know I don't care about the throne. I love my hunting business. I would choose it over the burden of being a king." Akinsola, who was out to make trouble, then mockingly laughed. "See who is not interested in the throne," he said, pointing fingers at him. "You are so serious, yet you claim not to be interested in the throne. Why not go back? Nobody even forced you to be here in the first place. It's not too late to retreat. Adeboye, go back." Adeboye, knowing his mischievous ways of making trouble, decided to ignore Akinsola and continued his journey, as they had only few hours to search for the king's tomb. As they continued walking, Akinsola on a beat to finish carrying out the instruction given by his wicked mother about the charm, hit his brother's head again. This time, he staggered as though he was falling, and as his brother rushed to help him, he hit his head for the 3rd time, and then whispered incantation. "Oh, shilling, 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 oh, shilling, shilling, shilling." He cast a spell to induce a deep slumber, intending to claim victory through deceit. Prince Adeboye, after some seconds, started to feel dizzy. and soon he fell down, calling out to his brother for help. But Prince Akinsola, knowing what he has done, tried to remove the palm fruit on Ade's neck, but he couldn't. He ignored him and continued his journey.